Once I got past that learning curve of understanding my body, now I have this way of communicating and working with my body in a way that we both understand. This balanced perspective and really the communication of nutrition between you and your body as it is a true power. I'm Nicole Alquia-Maggio, your host of Dig Deep, Reach High, the podcast. In this space, everyone is invited to pull up a seat at my table where we get into honest, refreshing, and eye-opening conversations about health and wellness, relationships, and biblical living. Together, we explore with curiosity on what it takes for growth while giving the grace for the journey to get there. Even as a kid in Minnesota, I've always had big city dreams. I've transformed myself from an unaware, overwhelmed single woman into a confident, healthy wife and mom. And now I'm here to share my journey and victories and help you with yours. So come along with me as I teach you the tried and true secrets to building a life that you can truly enjoy living. This isn't just informational, it's empowering. Every week we tackle real-life obstacles and host honest discussions on what works and what doesn't. Grab a cup of coffee, pull up a seat, and be ready to feel encouraged, spark curiosity, and leave empowered as we fearlessly grow through life together. This is Dig Deep, Reach High, the podcast. Have you ever had that sluggish feeling that kicks in around late afternoon? That lull in your energy and you just don't know why? Have you ever started your morning with all this energy ready to face the world, but by the time you come home from work, you just feel like you want to sleep or rest? If you've ever experienced these moments, then you are just like me. Well, at least how I used to be, that is. Today, we are diving in to explore the reality of eating for energy, finding simple, practical ways to keep a balanced eating routine that not only fuels your body to give you the best levels of energy that can sustain you all day, but from a scientific and logical perspective, we're going to look into the uniqueness of the journey that each one of us has to take to harness that power in our body that gives us energy to live our best life. Whether you're aiming to crush it at work, hit a new personal best at the gym, or simply feel your best every day, ready to enjoy the kids when you get home, I'm here to unpack the secrets of fueling your body for energy's sake so you can feel energized. Open doors of communication to better your body's results and take home real practical ways to live a more vibrant, healthier life. So stay tuned. This episode might just change the way you think about your body, and the food that you eat could be forever. Are you ready to take control of your health? Since 1984, Thorne has been the leading way in research-driven supplements and health testing. With NSF-certified products and personalized tests, they deliver real answers, not quick fixes, helping you achieve better health inside and out. I'm proud to call Thorne a sponsor of Dig Deep, Reach High and the brand that I trust for optimal health support. Follow the link in the description to explore the custom site packed with my top recommendations to kickstart your journey. Your best health starts here with Thorne. Thorne, better health starts with you. Oh my gosh, I remember those days. I used to feel so sluggish in the afternoons. Even though I'm usually a very energetic and happy person, I would get a horrible case of the late afternoon lulls. It was like a regular ticking time bomb through my day, and then boom, it would just go off and all my energy would just fly right out the window. If it wasn't for that second batch of coffee I would make every day, I wouldn't even make it to dinner. That coffee crutch might be a common default for the working world when we feel sluggish, but I knew there had to be a better way to keep my energy up all day long. I just hated that feeling of being lethargic, that dragging sensation at the end of my workday before heading home. I've always loved doing things after work. My things, the things that I work so hard at my job to get the money that I do so that I can enjoy myself. But when all my energy is used up before I even step away from my desk, I feel like I'm losing my chance to enjoy my life. So I really got curious about what eating for energy was really all about. Now, eating for energy doesn't mean that you're filling yourself with energy bars and protein shakes and drinking all the caffeine drinks you can find all day long. Eating for energy is really about finding sustainable balance in what you eat, how your body absorbs the nutrients, so that you can create daily doses of energy for yourself all day long. In learning how to eat for energy that matched my unique body's needs, I was able to cut out this late afternoon lull completely from my life. I have energy that lasts all day long. My mental focus is sharp. I can focus on my work during the day and still be fully engaged with my plans at home or with people I love when I'm done working. Finding my energy eating lifestyle literally changed my life forever. And even today, I'm still enjoying those benefits. And I'm going to explain how you can live this life free from that energy crash and give up the coffee crutch for good too. Now, I first learned about eating for energy when I was going through my courses to be a certified health coach way back in 2018. Now, going through this training was by far one of the best choices I've ever made for my own personal life. It truly started me down this road of learning so many amazing things about habit change and goal achievement, the power of proper motivation, quality nutrition planning, balancing your health with your wellness to give long-lasting results, and so much more. Through the years, I have just gained so many quality life skills around health and wellness that I've used it for myself, my own family, just as much as I do for my coaching clients. Now, you know that phrase, everything starts in the kitchen, right? I know this was definitely meant to talk about the family life and balancing routines, but it's also very true when it comes to healthier living as starting in the kitchen to find a balanced eating routine and a lifestyle that will really allow you to never have to diet again. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if what we ate normally simply gave our body and our taste buds everything we needed to be happy, energized, and healthy like all at once? Kind of sounds too good to be true, right? Well, buckle up for the ride because it is possible and I'm living proof of that. When I used to work in the office, I would always do my best to get all my work done as quickly as possible. I was efficient and focused, always be my best, and to grow in the company no matter what I was doing. I always had something to prove, mostly to myself. So I would set goals for my work, deadlines for my projects, and could really get through the beginning of my day calm and even keeled, proud of my successes and my energy level. Even with just my favorite breakfast and one morning cup of regular coffee, that was enough for me. The downside of this routine, though, is that it would really hit more around lunch as I would get that late afternoon lull. I would start to feel this pull downward to my chair. It was like gravity was just working against me, and it was 12 times more powerful than it was in the morning. It was slowly pulling me to the floor, or really to the break room for that coffee crutch break to get me through the rest of my day. And even worse than that, when I would leave my job, it didn't stop there. I would hope that stepping outside, getting a breath of fresh air would pop me up and give me a little energy that I was looking for, but no. I would drive home bored, lethargic, and like not even singing along to the songs on my playlist, which if you've been in the car with me, this is a big deal. Even when I would get home, I'd change clothes, wash my face. I feel a little better, but that happy, bright energy I had in the morning, it was just gone. Now, I remember one day I was sitting at my desk watching the clock and just waiting for that sluggish lull to come. I knew it was on its way. This moment of awareness and reality that I was sitting around waiting for something bad to happen to me, I was like, what am I doing? I have to do something about this. There has to be a better way to live. I was so done sacrificing the best energy of my day to my work instead of giving it to the people and the things that I really loved. And if you're anything like me, you love your free time. Whether we're hanging with our favorite people, playing with our kids, crafting, drawing, doing the things that we just love to do, it's what we live for. And I didn't want to give that up. Now, I couldn't change my work schedule, nor did I want to work night shifts to keep my good energy in the morning for myself, but I could change the way I ate to give myself more sustainable energy through the day. And this is where I truly started this self-discovery of what my body really needed to be energized. I wasn't concerned about anyone else's eating routines or weight loss goals. I really just wanted to know what my body really needs to feel good every single day. So I started digging. I went through some research and assessments. I charted some of my results and was finally able to pinpoint the very best balance of macro and micronutrients for myself, so I could have a full shift in the office, come home happy, driving home to singing the songs off my playlist, and feel ready for the rest of my day. I could change my clothes, get ready for round 2, and jump into the things I loved with the people I loved most. And with 2 little ones at home and a teenager and a husband and animals, there's no end to the things that really need my attention after I clock out of work. And I still, even now, after all these years, am able to keep up my energy without feeling the need for a nap. With an 8-month-old and a 4.5-year-old, that says a lot. Even being able to save a little bit of my energy for a date night in the middle of the week with my husband, it's doable. And I feel so capable, so powerful as a woman that I can do everything that I love to do and still feel like my best self. And I know you can have that experience too. That kind of uplifting energy that goes with you through the best moments of your life, which is why I want to really explain what I did, how it works, and give you the best tools that I found that can guide you down that road to a true energy eating lifestyle of your own. The first thing that I want to explain is what macro and micronutrients are. Now, macronutrients are the nutrients that your body needs in large amounts, namely proteins, fats, and carbs, while micronutrients are things your body needs in small amounts, namely vitamins, minerals, supplements, those kinds of things. In keeping things simple, I want you to understand that when we find a good balance between these 2 main categories of nutrients for our body, we are able to give our body the best of what it needs to live its highest quality life, which in turn gives us the things that we need to live our best life as well. Better health, less side effects from other factors of our wellness, better results in our output when we're working hard or working out. We turn our bodies into high functioning machines that keep us burning and chugging with energy all day long. Now, each body is in its own unique and beautifully built machine that is designed to give us some of the most amazing experiences that life can offer. Whether it's a huge feeling of success and empowerment after a run or some physical goal accomplishment, maybe it's that small, warm, tingling sensation snuggling up to your spouse, your kids, or just your favorite person in the world. Our bodies were made to really experience life with feeling, with energy, and it's our job to take this beautiful, living, breathing organism and appreciate it, understand it, and work with it. Experience the beautiful fullness of life that we want from our lives. And it's in this very deep and profound perspective of the body that we're going to go to the true source of life and energy for the body, and that's our blood. Now, knowing your blood type is way more than just knowing what to say when you go to a blood drive. Your blood type actually relates to the kinds of foods that you should be eating that supports your body's energy, and even the things that you shouldn't be eating that kind of works against you. Scientifically speaking, your blood type is determined by the presence of or the absence of antigens, which are proteins on the surface of the red blood cells. These antigens act as identifying markers for the immune system that trigger antibodies. Essentially, it's signaling to the body for a prompt immune response. Now, understanding that simple, small fact that the proteins in your unique blood type signal the immune response, it's a really great place to start in knowing what your body needs to maintain that healthy, energetic normal. Because these antigens act as markers to the immune system, and it's ensuring that it doesn't attack your own cells, while it also is triggering a response against any foreign or incompatible antigens that it encounters. Now, this understanding of our blood type working for our body's benefit has been around for over a century. In the early 1900s, by a Japanese doctor, Dr. Furukawa, in the late 1920s, really gained traction with this research and identified that our blood type gives us a true look of our personalities too. Type A's are more creative, type B's are empathetic, and so on and so on. But then another aspect of the blood type theory was released and really popularized through an American doctor, Dr. D'Amato, in the mid-1990s. which explains how each blood type should and shouldn't be eating certain types of food to improve health and to decrease the risk of chronic diseases, which he did break out and called the blood type diet. Now, I love health research as much as any other fitness and health nerd out there, but if I'm going to use any knowledge for my own personal body, for my lifestyle, I'm not going to take anyone's word for it, doctor or otherwise. I have to test it for myself. So that's exactly what I did. For me, I'm a blood type O negative. I know, it's that fancy vintage, everyone wants my blood type, right? So in these theories around my blood type, not only am I an eccentric who's optimistic and usually gets along with everyone, which is true, but my blood type usually responds to eating meat proteins a lot better than eating vegetable proteins. Now, for some, this might be a dream come true, and knowing that eating meat is the best form of protein to eat for your body, but for me, not so much. I'm way more of an herbivore than a carnivore. I have to force myself to eat meat, and I always have to keep a good eye to make sure I'm eating enough for my muscles and my energy levels. I would much rather have a full plate of fresh, hot steamed vegetables than a whole chicken to myself. I know, I'm sure I'm an oddball to most, but it's just me. I'm half Italian and I enjoy the vinegary, oily foods that are loaded with veggies and carbs like salads and pastas, but I had to test it for myself. And to be honest, it was really true. I felt way more stable energy throughout my day when I was eating more meat proteins versus vegetable proteins. I wasn't craving little things or snacking throughout my day for pick-me-ups. Simply finding the right protein option for my body was a very powerful eye-opener of how beautifully unique my body is and also what it really needs to be its best. And I wanted to serve my body really well so that I could be my best too. Now for you, what I want you to understand is that when you learn something new and empowering like this, don't go overboard, okay? Don't think, well, she said meat protein, so I'm gonna eat a hamburger right now. And that's not what I mean. No matter what you learn around your health, I always recommend testing it for yourself, just like I did. You have a right and an obligation to your body to understand what it needs and to give it your best so you can reap the best benefits and the results from your body, which is why I really want to give you 2 tools that will help you find that best way to not only ensure that you have the best proteins for your body, but also digging deeper into the timing, the portions of this macronutrient that your body really needs to unlock the source of its sustainable energy. The first tool that I want you to engage with is the 4-day energy experiment. And the second is my magic plate concept. Now, I ran this experiment on myself when I learned my body's blood type theory, and it allowed me to get curious not only on what protein I needed to get the best energy for my body, but also what time of day was best in giving my body that extra boost that it needed to keep going all day long without that afternoon lull. Once I knew the best types of proteins and the times that I should be eating them to get that special energy that protein gives, now it was all about working it into my routines in an easy way that wasn't adding more stress to my life or to my meals. Eating or cooking when you're stressed is never fun, and of course, from a health perspective, adding a new healthy routine to better your life is really counterintuitive if you're also adding a bunch of stress, which is very unhealthy for you in many different areas of your health and your wellness. And this is where that magic plate concept really helped out a lot. In the magic plate, we started looking at our plate or our meal, and we find a balance between 4 major sections: carbs, proteins, vegetables, and fats. Every time you sit to eat, you evaluate by just a simple look or a glance at the balance that's on your plate to assess the foundation of your eating habits as they are now, and to start to gain better control of the proportions to bring balance to your meals. This in turn, it starts you down a road to find balance in your energy. Are you sure you're really eating the best proportions of carbs, proteins, vegetables, and fats that are good for you? How much of your plate is actually protein, carb, vegetable, or fat? The magic plate is so helpful as a simple building block to find this perfect balance at each and every meal with ease. And come to think of it, how often do we actually look down at our plate and assess what we're trying to tell our body to do with the foods that we're about to give it with all these nutrients? If we're setting before ourselves high fatty foods, are we really telling our body to burn fat or to store it? If we're setting before ourselves foods that support our immune system and is compatible with our blood's antigens, are we supporting or hindering our body's ability to produce the energy we need all day? What kind of conversation are we really starting with our body with the meals that we're setting before ourselves over and over and over again? Now, for me, it wasn't a normal thought before, so using this simple magic plate concept to assess before we feed this very unique and beautiful organism we so endearingly call our body really helped me to quickly make better choices at each and every meal. I know right now for myself, I have a good animal protein breakfast option that I can eat every day. I feel good, and I know that it works for me. I also know for lunch and dinner, I can have a little more play and give and take with the protein portions. One day, it's a high protein lunch with homemade Mexican food loaded with spinach and spices and all the pico in the world to cover that meat taste that I'm not so fond of. And then for dinner, I can go lighter on the proteins and really enjoy that extra scoop of vegetables on my plate. I truly understand what my body really needs and not just what I'm craving for that day. In finding the balance between my taste buds' desire and my body's needs, I've been able to find a good macro balance of meat and vegetable proteins for my body that was easy for me to manage and maintain and still give me that high sustainable energy that I was looking for. It worked for me then, and it still works for me now. Even after all these years, I still don't really enjoy eating meat. I just find ways of sneaking it into my macro balance all the time. But once I got past that learning curve of understanding my body, now I have this way of communicating and working with my body in a way that we both understand. It's like learning a new language to better build a relationship with myself. And the true beautiful reality behind building a deep quality relationship with yourself is the more you build this awareness between you, your body, your energy, your food, yourself, the better communication you have together. When things go right or even when things are going wrong, I can tell when my body is lacking endurance or isn't strong like it usually is. I'm probably short on proteins for the day. So for my next meal, I can make healthier choices and give a higher proportion of proteins to balance myself out and giving what my body really needs to be its best. And even further, this communication journey between me and my body, I know that if I'm lightheaded or I can't seem to focus, I probably need a few more carbs. Or when I hit a plateau in my weight loss goals, I know I need to focus on eating the right kinds of fats or maybe not so many. This easy to manage, balanced perspective and really the communication of nutrition between you and your body as it is a true power behind the magic plate, the 4-day experiment, and the blood type theories all in one. In using what we eat to our advantage, we can eat with confidence and joy, taking the pressure off ourselves of following diet plans or having to eat only 1 or 2 types of food to reach a goal. Finding our balanced eating lifestyle allows us to eat for ourselves. Knowing the language and engaging with the conversation that you're really having between you and your body can cause you both to give and receive the best of what's available to you. You're deepening your relationship with yourself, your health, and your wellness. Eating for energy can be simple and easy once we open that door to converse with our body. There's an unlimited supply of possibilities of what we can accomplish together. So my best advice for you to eat better, to have good energy, to feel a deeper connection and open those conversation doors between you and your body is to 1, know your blood type and your blood type eating theory. If you want to know your blood type personality too, you can. It's fun to look it up and kind of see how much is true for you. But for sure, take it to heart that your body is unique. It's built the way that it is for a reason. So your eating routine should be built with equal intention and attention to detail to get its best results. Now, number 2 is to take the 4 days. Go through the 4-day energy experiment and test the blood type diet eating suggestions around protein. Don't take anyone's word for it 100% as truth, not until you try it for yourself. Whether this theory is true or not for you, this experiment will give you answers on what protein is best for your body and when to eat it to sustain your energy all day long. And finally, number 3, start assessing each and every meal with the magic plate. Take a good look at your proportions of fat, carbs, proteins, vegetables. What are you putting before your body to eat? What are you trying to tell your body to do? And compare the results that you're hoping will pop out in your quality of life. The more intentional you are with what you eat, the more powerful your results will be for your outcomes. What we eat, how we eat, when we eat, it all plays an impact on our body, which in turn impacts our quality of life. So in going through these 3 steps, you now have opened a door of dialogue between you and your body, and you're able to converse with honesty and curiosity. We don't have to look at our bodies with judgment or frustration when we don't get what we want from our bodies in fulfilling one desire or another. Instead, we can look at our bodies with curiosity, with true interest and love. Start living healthier in a loving way. It's in how well we truly care for ourselves that impacts the results that we see in our body, our energy, our mood, and that can change the way you live life every single day. You can go so far as to anticipate, predict, and be fully prepared to attack goals with confidence or even tackle sudden issues with more intention. We can work together with our bodies to move forward with more speed than we ever could before when you open this door of conversation. You won't have to bounce from one diet here and someone else's eating routine there that will hopefully get you what you want. Take it serious and find the perfect eating lifestyle for your own self, your own unique body, your own blood type, and there's a world of possibilities for reaching higher levels of health, physical fitness, wellness. The doors just swing open and they say, come on in, let's do this. I mean, imagine waking up every morning with energy that lasts all day long. No more sluggish afternoons or dreading the drive home. If you're ready to take control of your health and uncover what your body needs to give back to you sustainable energy all day long, then I have all 3 of these powerful tools just waiting for you. These resources, they'll guide you step by step to start to build a lifestyle that works for your unique body, that keeps you energized, and it lets you truly enjoy your life, whether you're crushing your goals or making the most of your time. The Blood Type Eating Guide is learning your blood type and impacts your nutrition and energy. The 4-Day Energy Experiment Workbook is a simple, actionable guide to find the best proteins and eating times for your body's energy. And the Magic Plate Guide is a practical tool to balance your meals and sustain your energy every day. And the best part is that these tools are done and ready for you to download right now. You can click the link in the description below, go to our show notes, or even directly go to our website at digdeepreachhigh.com under our resource shop, and you can find all the available resources there. If you are a part of the Dig Deep Reach High community, though, these resource links are already sitting in your inbox ready to help you grow right now. So why wait? The resources are there. Help yourself to really take that first empowering step toward not only understanding your body, but living with more energy, clarity, and confidence. In just a few days, you can not only understand what your body needs, but you can notice the difference in the energy levels and your focus. Don't wait for your next energy crash to do something. Click the link below or visit the website directly at digdeepreachhigh.com to download the resources now. Stay curious and transform your energy and your life one step at a time. Because when you listen to your body and fuel it with love, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now, if you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who could use an energy boost. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tools to live your best life. Until next time, stay curious, download your resources, and let's dig deep and reach high with more energy together. Don't miss the next episode of Dig Deep, Reach High, where we explore how getting curious about your spouse can rekindle that beautiful connection, even when life and kids try to steal the spotlight away. Amidst the whirlwind of diaper changes or school runs or endless to-do lists, you can develop and maintain a very deep and intentional connection. Until next time, stay curious, dig deep, and reach high. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of your own gut health? In this episode of Dig Deep, Reach High, Thorne has been a partner personalizing wellness for people for decades, doing research, developing tailored testing kits that reveal your body's own unique needs, offering clear, guided answers to help you take the next step forward in healthier day-to-day experience. Imagine discovering exactly what your body needs to thrive. With Thorne's insights, you have the opportunity to unlock a future of better gut health and improve overall well-being. Shop through the dispensary link in the episode description below or the show notes to support the podcast. Every little bit helps, and I truly appreciate your support and your dedication to your own body and health. Thorne, better health starts with you.